Hello everyone. We are in for some good matches. We have two games about to be played for today. And I mean, we've seen what was happening, was it last week? And it was already some good games, or it was not last week, but during the week. And these were already some good games right now. So let's see what's going on. First and foremost, I believe I fixed kinda the Sunday shoes I had last time, and I really hope you guys can hear me fine and everything's working perfectly. I mean, I can still change the sound volume if it's not good, or just let me know. We are currently waiting for the players to just boot the game, boot the stream, and basically just getting ready for starting the game. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. And yeah, I mean, that's already a good start, right? Alright, let me set up my things also on my side. I can actually see one of the players is ready for with the stream, that POV. Let's hope the others are joining quite fast as well. Yeah, okay. So basically we have the Outlaws already setting up. Just gonna put the guy here. I'm having the POV. Yeah. And this is the Outlaw. That's cool if it's perfect right now. I mean, I was kind of fearing there was still some issues, but like that's cool. That's cool. Run. Maybe I should have written that earlier. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna write it that way. Seems to be working better. So we have the Outlaws on one side. That team has a tree, like kinda shortcut for Triceratops, and Hung Marine, kinda well known when it comes to team games. And on the other side, we have Mr. Babadook and also Wilson. Wilson Sage, I believe. I'm not seeing them right now, so I'm kinda worried. I hope everything's alright. I really hope, by the way. Yeah. I thought it was kind of funny to have something like not just basically the trailer, yeah, basically the trailer on the main screen, but also some trivia, some kind of insight about the discussion we had after the last game, or just a few things. But it would make the things more entertaining overall. Um. Okay. So I have no idea if White Quaz is gonna show up or not. Okay, so it seems like Young Marine's gonna have a bit of delay, like 5-10 minutes at max. But yeah, as I said, the most concerning thing is I have no idea about White Quaz. I really hope they're doing fine. I mean, I know everyone must can have some difficulties in real life, or I mean, I don't know whatever is going on right now, but I know sometimes you can maybe have some struggle just to because of schedules to attend things. So I hope everything is being fine for them. We kind of tried to make the schedules working to match any requirements considering time zones, and I know that this match was kind of hassle to set up because the time zone were quite different. But yeah, let's hope it's gonna play out. And even then, by the way, since we are kind of waiting, I'm gonna ask if the music in the background is not too loud, or could be louder or whatever. Just let me know. Ah, yeah. Yeah, it's happening somehow. Yeah, sure, it's okay. No worries. I was kinda asking about the music in the background, if the sound was good enough or if it was too loud or not enough, or just having some feedbacks overall. Wilson Switch. You don't hear any music? Really? Okay. Let me check. You should be hearing some music. This is weird. Okay. I'm gonna try to boost the volume a bit. I mean, it's always better having to wait with some music. Yeah, there should be some because I can see on my hand that there is. So I don't know. Anyway, whatever. We're just gonna wait a bit. I'm really curious though because we were kind of waiting. They were not the first ones to register, but not too far away. Yeah. I'm not gonna blame anyone though. Oh, okay, very low volume. Should I make it a bit higher so it's more pleasant? Just basically hearing the voice, or I know I have a sweet voice, but come on, even some music isn't too bad. Okay. Alright, I'm just gonna increase for a bit. I guess I'm not gonna make it higher or louder just because otherwise it would take the entire audio settings. We have right now, yeah, we are 10 minutes late already. I mean, for me it's fine because I don't have much to do for later, but it's mostly for the next match. I know some players kinda delayed the sleepings so they can actually play the matches. I mean, I hope it's gonna be fun for them too. Um, okay, so yeah, from what I see, is both Tree and Hungmarine ready for the Outlaws? But yeah, on the other side, yeah, there's absolutely no news for them. I see there's been online not too long ago about that. I mean, before the night for them. I knew for then it should be, I believe, 10 or 11 a.m. if I'm not wrong. So it's likely they might have forgotten. That would suck, by the way, but yeah, things happen. So basically, I don't know if I can show that. Yeah, also I kind of feel bad for the Outlaws because it's not the easiest for them considering times, and I know for them it should be quite late already. Yeah, I should be quite late already, so I mean, I'm not gonna delay the thing for an hour or so, or I don't know. Even for me, being able to kinda hold a solo conversation for an hour, I mean, it's kind of fit if I can do it, but this is no objective, right? Yeah. This is kind of unexpected. I mean, it's not as if I would mind if I would get the game ready and going in just in case they don't show up, but I don't know, that wouldn't feel quite fair, to be honest. No, we're just gonna. I believe we're just gonna wait for a bit. I don't know for how long though. You guys can say your thoughts on that, on how long we should wait, and see how it goes. I'm quite curious also about what you guys are thinking. In the meantime, just gotta get hydrated. Kind of trying to survive the heat. Oh wow, so we could have 2 more players playing the tournament. I don't know why you guys didn't register if you haven't already. I mean, for Drassi I know, but level 85 for me is kinda a no name. Anyway, I'm just gonna have to change. Oh, okay. Okay, I know now. It's Lit Sky, right? I believe I said your name correctly. Yeah. Alright. I believe if I can manage, I'm gonna wait for, I don't know, yeah, I click double gamers. That would be a sick name though. Maybe I'm gonna wait for at most 10 minutes before calling a bye. Because somehow, as I said, I kind of feel bad for the team waiting, and they just make room in their schedule to be there, and even waiting and attending late during the day. So I want the best also for the players. I want them to come back somehow. Okay, so now I have my second POV for the Outlaws. Just checking if it works. All good. So we have both POV for the Outlaws. It is actually kinda the first good news we have right now for today. But yeah. I mean, I wonder, maybe I should have made a reminder or kind of an alert yesterday. But I feel like somehow players or participating players have been talking quite a bit about it, so I feel like they already knew it was for today. Yeah. Yeah, should we do that, Unicorn? Do you think it's fair? Prediction. Yeah, that would mean that would be another team. So basically, that would mean reschedule the current match. Oh, yeah, I didn't think about that. Okay, so the thing is, that would be, yeah, that would mean we have to play before the finals in 2 weeks, because because of time zone. I don't think there's another chance. The bracket on challenge I believe is not gonna work for a change, but I believe if we have a chance to make another team, that means we have to make them play against WolvesTooStrong, because the other side of the bracket has already played for the semis. So yeah, that could be an idea. The only thing is that we're not gonna follow the classic bracket that was set up in challenge. I mean, it's alright, we all know the bracket right now. So if both Draki and Litskai agree on that, I mean, I don't mind. I just kind of feel bad for Marin and Tree. Oh, Tree, try, sorry for your name, by the way. T-R-I. Not sure how to pronounce it correctly. But I kind of feel bad for you both, because I know you've been trying really hard to contact them and try to make some schedules. Okay, so it's 3. Sounds good. So I'm just gonna ask you about what you think about the reschedule. It's either gonna be a reschedule or it's a forfeit for them. And by the way, there's only gonna be one reschedule. Yeah, I guess we can just ask him and see what he goes with. To be honest, if we had the funny thing is, if we had the other team, like if they agree to play together and actually want to play together, that would mean we're still gonna have one match for today, because the second one was supposed to be the winner for the first one that is being somewhat postponed, if they agree on that, and right now the winner of the potential second match. Okay, so according to Marin right now, it's 9 p.m. and it can wait for a bit, it seems. So I believe at max, if we all agree on that, at max near 30 or 45 really last chance, we're just gonna call a reschedule, and if they don't give any real answer in the meantime, maybe we're just gonna consider like the game's over for them. For the time being, we are considering the reschedule. Yeah, that feels kind of weird though, because they have been kind of active at first in order to schedule the match. If you guys reschedule, by the way, that means it would be no game for you today. But also, if both Litski and Draki actually want to play together as kind of an additional team for the tournament, that would mean we would play WolvesTooStrong versus them. Yeah, that's what it would be, by the way. If both agree, by the way, to play together and join. Anyway, Sky, I'm gonna let you see with Draki about what he thinks about that, just in case he's not listening right now, so just let me know what you guys are planning. Does that make sense? We will have way more fights. I'm not sure about what you mean. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure about what you mean. Yeah, so indeed, you guys are one round behind in the bracket. That is fair. That is a fair assumption. Yeah, that would mean WolvesTooStrong and KW Games would be playing right now, and the winner would face the winner of the rescheduled match. So we would have a match for today, at least. This is actually what would be happening in the current state. By the way, right now we all agreed on a reschedule for the first match, but in the event we have no news from White Quaz in the following week, I mean, we're gonna have to consider a forfeit. Yeah, I hope we manage to figure it out, by the way. To be honest, I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, can I look at the guys and the team? Okay, we're playing each other's way. Yeah, definitely we can do that. We can do that, but we just have to see first if both of them agree to play in. They might or they might not. I to be honest, I just hope it's not gonna take like hours to figure it out. I know the games are not too long, but even then, I would rather have, I mean, maybe less game but well planned than having a bunch of games where it goes all the way around because it just planned at the last minute without even considering all the things we should. By the way, Drac here. I'm pretty sure you're here, by the way. I mean, it should be for all. Well, I don't know if it was more like his way of trolling or if it was actually serious. I know about Leeds guy who actually wanted at first to join the tournament but was lacking a teammate. So for that, I know for a fact if someone is willing to join him, he would be glad. Yeah, I know, right? I know. I'm still not too sure. Yeah, so I believe for now, this match is gonna be just gonna be postponed. I don't think they're gonna show up right now, or at least not in anytime soon. Well, so we are actually looking for another player. This is the tricky part. I don't know if anyone is present, even on the Discord, who would be ready to play. Yeah, this is tough. when all the games that are being planned depends on a single one, and the single one doesn't happen. This is tough. Even finding a solution, yeah, even finding a solution in those situations is not the easiest way, though. I'm trying my best, but yeah, there's not much you can do when people don't try. Okay, so maybe we do that. Okay, so yeah, looks like there's a teammate. Actually, it seems Drake is willing to fit in with Litska. The only thing I don't know is if Diabon is actually ready to play in the event. Everything matches up. Oh. Okay, funny thing, I'm getting a response from Wilson saying I actually missed the time. Yeah, sorry, this guy also have no clue what's going on right now. Like, I just got an answer from Wilson stating they actually missed the time. Okay, it seems both of them are ready. Yes. Actually, Wilson starting the game right now. Just asking for them to start the POV. So we can have the feedbacks, and we will be able to play the game right now. In the meantime, Litsky and Draki, I'm asking you if it would be fine for you to see with WolvesTooStrong, if that would matter to play a game first against you and a chain with the semifinals right after. I know it might be pretty rough, especially for Demo, but if you guys could take care of it while we jump in the first game, that would be awesome. Yeah, that would really be awesome, because that means we could change faster without having to schedule things in between the games and whatever, and just change them. And if somehow they can't, maybe we can try to schedule. Yeah, also pointing on Let's Guy, so all right. And also, I would love to have the agreement from the Outlaws in the event they're winning, if they're willing to change uh, their semis against the winner after. That means that would have 3 matches in a row, and you guys would have to play the last one. The winner of this match and the winner on the second match would have to play the last one. Just let me know if you agree on that. If any of you don't, we can schedule it for later. Yeah. This is actually what it is right now. Um, so, I see there is a bit of confusion, and it's totally normal. So right now we will play as intended the Outlaw and White Quest. The question is, if the KW games actually join the tournament, the real question is, will have to play the third match, so the winner of both match, for just advancing in the bracket. When do you guys would agree on playing it after the 2 matches, or reschedule it for in 2 weeks at least? That is a question. Right now I'm just waiting for the POV basically, so we can start. Having some troubles, it seems, in order to find things for the POVs. So no worries, it's gonna come at some point. Yeah, That is quite a long delay, by the way. Okay, I'm just gonna mute the mic for a second because they're requesting for assistance. And be right back, guys. Alrighty. So yeah, that was quite an issue for them to get the POV, so I was kind of a firefighter assistant for them, so it's all good now. I should have Wilson POV, and we're actually just booting the game and getting ready to join. Um, I'm not sure because the game has already been created on Valka. Like, I don't know if we still go through the whole phase from like banning the map or whatever, or if you guys already agreed on something. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so maybe because they are being showing up late, I'm gonna give the advantage for the Outlaws. I mean, that seems fair. They have been ready for an whole hour right now, so I believe it's only fair for them. Alright, so I'm just gonna switch the scene, and yeah, we are getting ready, as you guys can see. I hope it's gonna go smooth from that on. I mean, it's always better when it goes well, and it sucks when issues arise. Okay, so actually I'm seeing Tree explaining what's going on about the maps whatsoever, so still being fair. So I'm just gonna go, and here we go, having the better view. I mean, it's still gonna be a bit hard to read, but I mean, we do as we can, right? Alright. Explanation so far has been fine. So we're waiting. It shouldn't be too long, by the way. Okay, so we are banning Crockley. Oh, by the way, Unicorn, don't hesitate to correct me on how to pronounce the name of the maps. I mean, it's been a blast trying to figure it out. So that means we're gonna have Venta for the first time today. Or maybe. But we potentially gonna play on Venta. Yeah, I know, Drake. I know. By the way, while everything is being set up, it seems like we're gonna have sorry, we're gonna have Samogitya in first, Valka second, and potential Venta third. Alright, we're in for a good treat. While everything is being set up, we're gonna switch back to all POVs. I mean, there's not much more we have to see. Yeah, I was gonna ask. Let me know. Yeah, no, I kind of forgot. It's alright. Maybe, maybe it's gonna come back in my. Wait. Why have a selecting vent at first? Oh. Yeah, first map should be some mobility. I wonder. Yeah, okay. Now some mobility. Yeah. Maybe Marin's been kind of break. No, okay. Should be back. Don't forget for Wilson and Badab to select your team. Oh, yeah. Basically, you can change your hero whenever you want. I just don't want that some ping pongs happening while being in the lobby, just trying to counter or whatever. I mean, it's best. The game should not be starting right now because of the teams. I'm just gonna try send a message really fast before everything starting. Yeah. I really hope it. I don't forget. Yeah, okay. That's in the message. So we should correct it. We're seeing team 2 for Wilson. And we should see team 2 also for his mate. All right. Okay, we're good. Also, I'm kinda curious, when being in the splitting view like that, would you rather the team being top bottom or left right as it is now? I'm kind of curious. Yeah, okay. So the game should be starting pretty soon. We still at 0-0 right now. It's going to be the first game, and we are entering. Just trying to sync a bit better if I can. I don't seem to be able to sync it way better. Hold on. Yeah, okay. So, well, seems good enough. We are starting right now. We can see the matchup: the Menace Soli versus Oshrini Michael. Actually, everyone's playing a different hero. That's good. We're seeing some variety already. We're seeing the wolf being pulled toward the shrine for Wilson. It's actually a fine tactics. Even if a shrine is taking a huge damage, you can actually pull some camps. Tiny bit too loud. Yeah, okay. Fixing it. Thank you, Jackie. Thank you. Other than that, you can, if you're close enough to the camp, you can actually pull them towards your shrine, so your shrine actually damage the camps with you and helps you clearing way faster. So we've seen that being utilized for Wilson and Oshri. At the same time, we're kinda seeing Sole trying to scout the camps around her to see what's going on, going for a witch hut, all while a Menace is actually just moving around the map, trying to find the right spot for the crescent, dropping really low on life, but is fine. A little bit of life still, is trying to kite and manage to get the camp cleared and moves on. We have to a wolf start for Marine, and we have, I believe, it should be a Pookie start maybe for Soli, using the pillar right now, the Tower of Amber, to deal damage. Oh, it's a bit rough losing it right now, but clearing the camp already with a warrior, that's rough. That's a tough camp to take on, really tanky. And we're seeing witches being produced, so it was not really a Pookies, it was witches. Oh, watch out, maybe 25 HP. That was really close, but healing coming back soon, so should be fine. On the other side, we actually see Wilson just clearing a camp of, yeah, that was Trakers. So we are seeing quite a few tier 2 camps already being cleared. That gives both quite a huge boost in XP, but also the droplet that is being dropped also gives you 100 wealth, which help drastically improving and growing on the maps and also in the tech trees. We're seeing wards being placed already, so using that, she's gonna be able, Australia is gonna be able to scout the map and just grant vision to a team. Let's see how it plays out. We'll see the first advantage right now being the level 3. it should be quite soon for Whitequaz to catch up, but right now it's just a small advantage, and I mean, every advantage counts. Marine trying to scout for a mine. Not really sure where I could place it. The advantage he has with the copper mine in the back is actually being able to be quite close from both him and his teammate. So in the event the location is being pressured, we are able to defend quite easily. Some more woodcutters being added, and yeah, the game goes on. No real pressure applied to each of the players. We're seeing 2 Pokisses from Oshrine. Really interesting. Oh, an angel camp. That is a hard one. Yeah, so basically the angel camp is the hardest right now to clear, because the avenging angel, the strong one in the middle, actually has lifesteal on attacks and explodes on death. So even if he's covering the mine, you really want to clear it fast, but also you have to make sure you have enough to being able to clear it. So right now, Wilson, not being too sure, prefers to push for the silver mine just above. That's a good plan. I mean, it's still 2 trackers, but Pokisses should be able to deal with them quite easily. Something to note is the third power has not been taken by Oshrine Bauer. So I really wonder if it's waiting for both level 4 or if it's just a mistake. It could be happening. But on the other side of the map, we're seeing the sleep being utilized by Menace, and as we've seen right now, it's also a tier 2 count the same way that the Soli earlier has to deal with, but considering the help of the wolves, he's been able to take them down quite easily. Another thing to note is right now I haven't really noticed by then, but already level 4 and being quite in the lower side on the map, so being able to take the camps that should belong to Michael. If he's able to deny some experience, I mean, yeah, that's always one with no stream. It's not about being able to fix it in the future. It's just him requesting not to stream because he wasn't sure about his PC and everything being able to handle it. And also, yes, I agree, it's better the more players we have, but it's also fine as long as we have at least one stream per team. But anyway, the experience is always gonna be better if we get all players to stream. Yeah, I know he's not streaming right now. I mean, you can try to convince him to do it. It's up to you if you're his brother. Anyway, the game is continuing at quite a fast pace, considering camp clearing. We are seeing less and less camp on the bottom side, and the top side also running out of camps. We are maybe soon gonna see the first text of the games being able to achieve a shrine on tier 2. That would be quite a nice boost, especially when considering Sole and Menace. But right now we are seeing Menace being able to pressure the Michael player. And yes, as I said, we are seeing on the Marine stream right now that is already tier 2 and taking to the Arca. That is a huge boost. All the trackers, yeah, they're gonna kill the menace. That always sucks to see some damage being dealt that way, but I mean, the trackers are fast, and the intent for you to lose your hero and your economy. So, well played from the White Quas. Really well played. We are seeing more Pookies stacked on the Oshwine side. That is quite interesting. But also, yeah, we're seeing we're still seeing the 4th level not skilled, so he's been saving 1 or 2 skill points just to get, I mean, the 2 next, surely. I believe it should be the 2 next skills unlocked instantly as soon as level up occurs. We're seeing warriors being charmed by Oshwine, so it's gonna add to the tankiness and the firepower overall. Game being quite stable, while on the first game we've been able, I mean the first game, the game that has been played the other day, we've been able some really aggressive plays using wolves to some extent, and right now we're seeing more of a passive game. Everyone's trying to ramp up the eco and just get some better units, and there is a fight. I'm just gonna see from the beginning, and we're seeing a mix of Pookies, Rangers and Witches trying to take down on the army for Oshwine. It is quite a bit of damage done, and nice atonement used in order to sacrifice the poor Pookies in order to deal damage around it. And level 5. Oh man, that is already half a level ahead. That is quite a bit. That is quite a bit, and it's gonna be quite hard to catch up, especially since yeah, Outlaw looking very strong. Only 3 being quite behind in tech. We're seeing Oshwine being tier 2 already, having some enshrouded temples. So gonna have some free units in exchange for a bit of faith. But overall, maybe there are some resource being slinged to the teammate, or maybe I've missed that, but that is sick. Oh, we're seeing Wilson trying to figure out if he has to go for another spell or has to save up once again. We're seeing a mass tracker. That is quite interesting. Trackers are really fast, but are not the most known for being able to hold on and having really long fights. Yeah, Marin has some huge gold and wealth generation overall. We are seeing right now a +6, and there is a gold that is being available, so Marin's gonna have like really good economy for a menace. Even the trackers trying to take down some workers, as we see, being pushed back by the shrine. Oh, and this spot is being undefended. Maybe he should have tried to use the wolf transformation to save and maybe get some army as well. But anyway, there is still the copper mine in the back that he is being able to take. And right now we are seeing an engagement, and how is gonna go. All the trackers are being able to leave. The shrine's being attacking for a bit. Maybe some workers focus, but the towers are really effective. And oh, is there a tracker dying? No, everyone's been saved. That is nice play. On the Wilson side, we've seen, I don't know if he's been able to place it, yeah, a blue pasture. That means the bulls are on the way. we are getting some bulls. Bulls are basically the endgame unit for Oshrine. Let's see how the Outlaw is gonna be able to defend, but it's gonna be really hard for sure. On the other side, we're seeing a tree gathering just a bit of unit, or having at least the same amount of unit as before, just moving around the map, having some resources. We are seeing more than 1,000 gold and slinging resources also to marine, so maybe they're going to try to push for the late tier 3 technology. If I'm not mistaken, I believe it's wood that has been given. So maybe we're gonna see a celestial horde soon enough? Or is it trying to mass on beginners? Oh, this is quite interesting. On the other side of the map, we're seeing some defensive setup being placed with walls, towers, like a bit everywhere. This map is notoriously known for being quite small and not being really able to beat a lot of blue pastures. So let's see how it's gonna work. Surely it's gonna work, right? There's no way it doesn't. What? Yeah, we're seeing the first bulls has been out on the outlaw side. Let's see a bit about Sole. Yeah, Sole has a bit of gold generation, massing up on gold. I'm not sure why she's being massing up like that. Like, to me, this is a bit crazy, having so many resources. It should spend a bit more, I'm pretty sure. That would help a lot. And either by giving resources to Menace, or even taking up by itself. We're still seeing the skirmish from the Maiko, and workers are being taken down. No, saved in the towers. Alright, so 3 trackers to live. Maybe the stun's gonna land. 1 tracker's being downed. Maybe the second one? No. Raider's not gonna make also short work. The second one is being closed from death. By the way, oh, he's gonna die from the Ember Tower. No, no. Yeah, he's been taken by the wolves. Wolves are too strong. Wolves are too strong, as the other team says. Anyway, yeah, the Outlaws right now, considering experience, are really good. But considering technology and development on the map, we are really far behind. We're seeing Wilson trying to find a location for a second blue pastures. Blue pastures, but we give a faith generation passively, so that's good. Yeah, and we can see, if we look at the minimap, the differences between the visions of the two teams. We can see right now, like, half of the map basically is being visible for White Quas, and if we look at considering visions, I believe they have more map control for the Outlaws, so they need to ramp up the technology right there in order to be sure. Oh, nice stun. Not sure is being able to convert it. Like, quite a few trackers going down. Like, as we can see, the bulls starting to engage. Maybe they don't have the armor research, because we're seeing them take a lot of damage. Would really help to have some more armies, or armies more dedicated to counter the bulls. Yeah, it's kind of a shame we can't see Michael's POV. I really wonder what he's willing to build right now. We see level 5 falling stars being taken, so more crowd control spells, and we're seeing the base, and it looks like it's still tier 2 right now for Michael, being the only one able to reach to tier 3. So right now we are not gonna see castle or knights. Let's see what's gonna build. Is it only gonna go for trackers? Yeah, we still see trackers popping out from the church. So it seems we're going that way. While I've been able to spot a little bit on the solid side, we've seen the first celestial hold, and already 3 daughters coming up, or about to come up. That is quite a huge amount. I haven't seen, by the way, if he's already researched the upgrades in Celestial, but that would help as well, both for Soli being tankier and also the daughters being more powerful and being able to nuke a bit more using a dash ability. There is 1 daughter out at the moment, and on this is quite a huge push, by the way. They have not been defending the location very well, so this is a good gold mine taken down, and for free. There's absolutely no response for them. Alright, so what we're seeing, I'm gonna switch back on a tree's POV. We're seeing a daughter scouting the map, and we've also seen he was laying behind the push attempted by Wilson and Babadook. So what's going on right now? The base is being sieged and attacked by a bit of everything. It's kind of a bit of everything, and the 2 armies decided to split between Michael and Oshwine. There are 4 bulls right now. It's gonna be really hard to hold off. We're seeing a tracker dying to the shrine, and the push going forward and really stronger. Avenging angels being summoned. Like, a lot of things happening right now. Menace being pushed back, the Spigoners being pushed back. We're seeing Lunar Star Daughters as well. There are really a lot of things happening. A stun, being able to stun quite a bit of things. Lunar Star Daughters trying to survive, but the Traker's doing a great job of them. And level 6 for the Outlaws, and trying to save a bit everything, but the shrine is gonna fall. Remember, this is a shrine plus hero victory, so as long as the menace is alive, your Marine is gonna be able to play in the game, so it really needs to save his menace, like at all cost. But it's being chased, and remember, the Drakers are fast. Like, really fast. Is he gonna be able to save it? Yes, the Spigen is falling, and all the buildings maybe falling, or is it are they being ignored? You should remember still being able to produce units as long as it's being slinged on or have available resources. So you should really remember about that. On the other side, we have quite a fight going on for quite some times, with the Leshes being healed using the Flooding Light spell, and Sully trying her best to hold. And can she hold? Using 1 Venging Angel, the heal is being available, healing herself, and Cleansing Flames being applied. Oh, there are quite a lot of spell being used right now, and Michael is gonna run into the towers. He's gonna fall. Is he? I'm pretty sure he's gonna fall on the next solar ray. There's no way holds. Oh, that was a nice play. Is it in range? Is it range? No, not range. Oh, he uses an attack move. That saved him. I'm trying to snipe. Yes, nice sleep and use of the shadow to kill it. Michael holds no chance against them. So right now the situation of the game is quite tricky. We're seeing the Outlaws with one base less, but the hero is still alive, so being able to still gather some resources given the small amount of workers he has. I believe, if I'm mistaken, he has 6 workers right now. Yes, we can see 6 workers. So this is quite a low number of workers. On the other side, we're seeing Oshrine kinda growing in supply, being at, yeah, 56 right now, producing bulls, placing towers, placing walls, defending the base, having several layers of walls. Maybe it's what was lacking for the Outlaws for the first game. But really, it's the first one in a really interesting one. I'm kind of glad we could able to see that. Towers of Ember being placed, like solely using her radiance in order to deal some damage, and yes, Soul's been taken down. There's, I believe, not much the Outlaw can do on this map. But we're gonna see. We're gonna try to fight back, but that seems pretty rough. Actually, the strategy of going for mass striker actually pays off. I mean, props for them. And recognition being placed on the bulls. By the way, we can see some bulls have different size, so that means some levels have been gained, and the bulls get more and more powerful. So as long as they don't die, they're getting more XP, more damage, more HP, and they're just getting beefy. They're basically boss, raid boss mode. While we are getting slowly to the end of the game, we can see Marin giving all the resources to Tree, maybe trying to get some more units out, some more daughters. But I believe Marin could also get some daughters as well, and could help a lot. That would mean some resources. No, we have no in-game sound, because I believe it wouldn't maybe be fair to only have a single one, including sometimes we have a bit of delay. As we can see, Wilson's stream is a bit more ahead from the two others, and if we have more sound POV, it's just gonna be a mess, I believe. So I hope it's fine to only have the soundtrack for the game for now, but I really hope we can try to figure out something better in the future. The rest of the base is being cleared right now, so it's just basically a hero that is being left, and we can see there he's having like a few daughters, a hero, and a wolf and a dream. So yeah, basically right now they're just trying to survive and just do whatever you can. Okay. I've seen the advice from you. I didn't expect to have French being only being displayed in the tags. So I'm just gonna switch it right now. And we're good. It should be better, right? Yes. Okay. The game's continuing, by the way. I'm not too sure why. Maybe they're scared to push a bit more, why the trees are accumulating in the solid space. So she really wants to try to hold out. I mean, we are quite late in the game right now, so maybe she can produce daughters several at the same time. Yeah. But aside from that, we're seeing basically the end of the game right now. You know, some damage is being applied to the board. The trees are actually well placed because they are trying to block somewhat the path and kind of messes up a bit with the AI, which is always what we want to do when trying to defend. So we are seeing the push right now. I'm just gonna switch that POV and see what's going on for the rest of the game. Level 7 being taken, the strife being activated, and we're going in. Yeah. Final reckoning, strife, everything's being, every button being pushed using like the end game abilities and destructive ones. Funnily enough, we're seeing a bit of difference in the army compositions from Michael. I'm not entirely sure why, but he's going for pure zealots. This is actually interesting. Like the trackers were working quite well. I believe the bleed would work quite well, but maybe because he's reached tier 3, he's been able to research an upgrade for the zealots, applying a debuff of status effect from being an evil. And obviously the zealots want to cure the lands from evil. Or maybe that's why. Anyway, they're waiting here and just healing. On the other side, we are seeing a tree trying to hold, while some spells being thrown at them, not even caring if it deals friendly damage or not. And they are doing quite a good job, by the way. Oh, Menace has been slain, so game over for Angmarin, and we're just gonna resign. And it's the first game for White Qua. Really interesting, quite late game oriented. But this is a good game. Now, if I remember correctly, we should be playing on Valka. Right. If I'm not wrong, it should be Valka next and Vental. Yep. Indeed, we're seeing Marine trying to go for map change, or is he? Oh, that was 3, my bad. This is okay. This is funny. We are considered in the same lobby, but I believe Unicorn's gonna kinda start to sweat a bit. they were in the same lobby. We could see on the 3 screen that everyone was on the lobby, but everyone else was in the main menu. This is a unicorn alert. Alright, and this is obviously a ban. No worries. How do I do that? Alright, here we go. Second map being played on Valka using the same composition, or no? We are seeing the players switching the composition. We are actually, wait, yeah, we're seeing Menace and Michael against Oshrines Soli. So Michael and Soli has been switched teams. They've been switching teams, yeah. And just waiting for a bit. And Mariners to have a small AFK. And we see what the second game is gonna be. I hope quite interesting as the same one, or we see a ties up, or we see a 2-0, and in what manner it's gonna happen. This is a real question, by the way. Also, I really wonder, let me know what you thought about the first game. If it was better using the focus on the stream, instead of using the 2x2 as we did in the first game earlier this week. And don't hesitate to give some feedbacks on what's going on. What could be better, anything that comes to your mind. Alright, we're still waiting for Hungmarin. I hope it's not gonna take too long. It shouldn't, by the way, so it should be good. Yeah, all players waiting, basically waiting patiently. And I believe I'm gonna do it as well, waiting patiently for the game to start. And the current setup, we focus on some players sometimes. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. I still know it's not perfect, but I believe it's a good in between against having a full POV and having multiple POVs. But I'm pretty sure we can still find some things to improve them. Like, I don't know, maybe having like a border on the POV with the team color, so we actually know easily which one is the players from each team. That could be an idea. But yeah, I'm liking the game so far. Okay. Hearing some game sound. I'm thinking about it, and yeah, so far, it might be possible. Maybe not for Marine or Biso, because I remember they're having some issues with capturing using game capture, so the sound has to be added manually, and I mean, it wouldn't be fair to ask them to kind of split audio outputs to only give the game sounds, and I wouldn't want them also to be able to hear what's going on the stream. Like, if you're talking to a teammate, I don't want them to be able to. I don't want anyone to be able to hear what's is being said. That seems better for me. So yeah, for the one using game captures, maybe I can ask to have some game sounds. So far, I'm gonna stick with no sound for the rest of this tournament. Maybe for the later ones, I will consider having some game sounds for focused players. That sounds like a better idea overall. I'm just gonna have to try to figure out how to be able to integrate it easily with the soundtrack I'm playing in the background. But this is another problem for another time, I guess. But yeah, I agree. First match was really interesting. We've seen, to be honest, I believe we've seen quite every single unit in the game. Thinking about tier 1, okay, not talking about Michael, but for the Baltics, we kinda seen, yeah, we kinda seen all the units. We've seen some tribesmen, trying to counter the cows, even if they were not really successful. We've seen rangers, we've seen marauders for the tier 1. On the witch hut, we've seen a bit of everything. Maybe not the herbalist, by the way, but everything in the witch hut has been seen. On tier 2, maybe not the warrior, but that's all. So yeah, very interesting first game with a lot of variety about what's going on. And considering the stream quality, yeah, I agree, it's way better right now. I'm just, oops, sorry, just have to update a bit. Yeah, okay, we're back on track. And the second game is starting, by the way. We are seeing from Michael directly the gathering hut being placed, or I would say, I believe it's the mill. Kinda not sure for the first one. You upgrade to the mill, but I wonder if it's also gathering hut at the first level. I wonder. On Wilson's side for Whitequaz, we are seeing the zealots being charmed by Oshrine. The first camp is being cleared, Michael getting ready to take the gold mine, and Sully doing kinda Sully things, trying to pull the camps back to the shrine in order to help for clearing, even leaving early, knowing the shrine would finish the tribesmen from the camp. Yeah, Michael went directly to the copper mine, that's true. First building was maybe I'm not seen. Okay. Oh, I surely missed the woodcutters. Yeah, okay. So it was a gathering hut woodcutter start and going straight to the barracks. On level 1 we have the cherub, and level 2 have a chain, so being able to pick up targets and spawning small angels to head clearing. The mine is being taken by Hunger Marine. We're able to start going for higher tier units, 2 woodcutters and 1 gathering hut, 3rd woodcutters being added. And on the other side, I'm basic clearing path for the Oshrine, going for the Pookies once again. So I believe she's gonna do the same strategy she's done in the game so far. On the first one, where she massed a few Pookies and went for bulls after. So really interesting strategy there. I wonder, since they switched, what the Soli is gonna play on the game right now. Aside from that, also for Hunger Marine, oh, I didn't notice. Yeah, okay, it's just, I thought it was playing Menace at first, because that was what was picked in the lobby, but I didn't notice the switch to Soli, and it didn't ring my bell when the game started, by the way. But this is actually a Soli Michael versus Soli Oshrine. But what it's gonna do as Soli, right there, taking camps around the base, going for the left side of the map, while Wilson is also going on the left side on the map, clearing some top camps right there. Maybe another Zealot being picked, yes, and second Zealot being charmed, while the first Pookies is being produced and gonna start to hit some corpses in order to gather stacks. Pookies also for Hunger Marine, and we're seeing a lot of Pookies, by the way. This is actually a good unit early for Soli. Michael having some difficulties right there with the health pool, so I would say kinda normal considering the footman HP is quite high, so he's been taking a lot of damage from the skirmishers. So level 3 right now for the Outlaws, and level 2 yet for White Cross. We can see somewhat the same trend than the previous game, where the early from the Outlaw is way stronger than the White Quest, but the White Quest end up catching up using technologies, researches, upgrade, and getting over better quality in army than their opponents. Also being able to pick up some units when they actually went for the trackers or us. Outlaws pushing quite far into the map, trying to take the middle camps, like another angel camp, by the way, so it's gonna be quite hard to take down. Oh, my code's gonna die. My code's dying. Oh, that is massive. This is a huge mistake. You never want to see a Michael dying to a camp, especially this camp. This is a rough one, and you really need to pay attention to it. Anything can go really fast. Following that, we're seeing the 2 Pookies having eaten some stacks, some good snacks, being growing stronger, going bigger, and ready to pressure the opponent. Did he take this camp already? Yes, there is no camp left in the side of the map, so maybe we're gonna see the other players pushing the other side right now, the right side. We've seen already on the White Quest White Quas, that this Soli has been going really far into the right to take down the two. We can see the two, is it silver? Yeah, there's two silver camps, and already start to maybe build some mines on there. Not entirely sure, but remainder of the map being cleared by Wilson right there. And right now we are kinda running out of camps. As we can see, the death from Michael kinda pushed them back by a lot. There are still a few cherubs to take down, but as we can see, the experience is quite similar right now. So also goes along the way saying that the Outlaws have a better early game, but White Quas just choose to play the later style. The golden droplets being taken plus 100 health wealth for 3. This is surely the last camp ever on this map, and the pressure is gonna go on the Oshwine. Huge stun on the Pookies, while we can see the chain stopping Oshwine from moving, and the snipe of the solar ray by Hung Marine. That is well played. That is a good setup, basically. A chain on the Tower of Ember plus the solar ray. There's no way Oshwine could survive that. Absolutely no way. During this time, we can actually see a tree being pressured and the church falling down to the White Quas Soli. This is some real damage, by the way, and it's gonna really slow down. Maybe some Pookies dying, I don't know, but it's really gonna slow down everything about the development overall from Michael. It's always a nice take to have some building destroyed for nothing, except if some Pookies are being sniped. Alright, being back on all views, still a lead in experience for the Outlaws. We're seeing Marine saving up the skill point, already tier 2, as is Oshwine, by the way. But solely saving the skill point for level 4, waiting to get both the Serpents and the Golden Apple Tree. So waiting for some late games technology. At level 4 popping up, we're seeing Atonement taken for Michael, and level 4 waiting to be taken by Marine. What is it gonna be? You can see the side of the map being a bit scouted by tree. Okay, so still no skill for level 4 on Marine. We're gonna have to pay attention to what's gonna do on that. If he's gonna forget it, I hope he doesn't, or what's gonna happen by the way for it. It's really important for Soli to get it. It's a huge boost on the economy, and also can give the Serpents to the allies, so more workers and more resources are being generated. Alright, we're seeing the mines on the right side of the map being taken. Gonna boost a bit on the eco. It's always nice to have. And we are seeing a pressure on the top of the small hill. Yeah, taking advantage of the ambush ability and the range of the rangers to take down the workers on the mine. On the other side, we are taking a huge damage from the Outlaws having both mine being pressured and workers being taken down. That is well played from them. And as we're seeing the first blue pasture of the game soon to be added, and the base being pressured. I'm gonna go back on 3 because he's the one concerned about the base, and almost everything is being killed. Oh, that is a lot of damage. I don't know if he's gonna be able to recover. Nice atonement, by the way, and he's gonna lose the shrine. Oh, the shrine's been destroyed. And Menez, Michael has been defeated. So right now we're back on the 2-on-1, way faster game than the first one, but also really interesting one, seeing how fast can the shrine be taken down. So always have an eye on where your opponent can be. We're seeing Marine right there. Oh, maybe I'm gonna stay on his POV for Marine, since he's now an observer, by the way. This is a good opportunity for me to be a bit lazy. Tower of Ember, everything being destroyed, considering the Rangers, Pookies against Pookies and Spegeners. Seems like it's gonna loosen a bit, but yeah, it's rough right now for the Outlaws. It's kind of following the same path that the previous game. As I mentioned already, strong early game, weaker mid and late game. On the other side, Michael trying to see how it can help using the spells. So maybe he can be able to utilize the atonement, even if he's been destroyed. It can still be helpful using the spell. On the other, you can see Marine trying to stay in the game, using the trees and adding some towers. It's always good to have some towers, and the cherub being spawned, maybe it's gonna help. I don't know. Right now, some resources being slinged to the Soli. All the resources, by the way. Yeah, since it's been out of the game. I don't know if it's intended or not, but there's still a +5 faith generation. It's written 7 workers and +5 faith generation, so I don't know if it's intended to have some, even some faith, passive faith, when you're defeated, so you can be a bit of help to your ally. It can be. Anyway, game has been slowing down quite a bit. A few things being cleared by the cherubs, and yeah, blue pastures set up. The balls are soon to be displayed and on track in the game. You can see one ball and the upgrade to make them tankier. So right now it's just a wait and see game. So we can actually see if Outlaws is able to defend a bit more, or how long are they gonna be able to hold on the game. It's gonna be hard, but it's mostly gonna depend on how many daughters Marine's gonna be able to pop. I'm not gonna lie, there's still a chance, depending on how big White Quasoli has been able to grow. So we'll see. But yeah, I believe the game should be kind of over. You can see Raider being charmed directly, Bull starting to do his things. Yeah, there are not a lot of things being able to be done. We still can see using the cherubs, so it can pressure a bit of the mines and try at best to prevent them from growing as fast as they would like. But it's not gonna last for long, and the soul is gonna come and try to protect. Good play overall. In the meantime, Marine trying to grow using the trees, a huge compact setup to prevent them to push easily into the base and try to snipe the shrine. We are seeing some daughters being added right now along with beginners. So right now it's a matter of how fast can Marine grow and how good can he force the fight against the Soli and the Bulls. It's kinda the only thing that's gonna matter left. We're seeing no upgrades right now taken for Marine. Maybe it's a mistake, but more tree is gonna be added, and every 30 seconds more and more tree is gonna be added. So there's gonna be a point where gold generation is not gonna be an issue at all. So more faith being slain using the +5 faith generation, and on the other side just White Quas trying to set up for an attack and maybe hoping to end them before they manage to get too many daughters out. It's not gonna be an easy task. That was quite a nice stun, and everything is having troubles. Yeah, so Soli has been picked up. Right now he's just waiting a bit and finishing. We've seen two different game styles, by the way. Really interesting. Is he gonna try to finish the game or that is sad. Like a single ranger throwing an ambush on the daughters and manage to take it down at the last second. While the Pookies is having some fun, gathering some stacks, and the game goes along the way. We're seeing some supply block from Wilson. As you can see, he's adding a real lot of housing. Yeah, there is no way but to come back, but as I see it, the other Soli doesn't seem to have daughters, or not yet. So if the bulls are being taken down fast enough, there might be a slight chance. I mean, it's kind of the only way I see it, because I was in now, it's basically using beginners, luring the Pookies, and having some one daughter. One daughter is not gonna be enough, I fear. Yeah, and even considering the supply, Outlaw is being too far back. Is at the same supply that the Oshwine player. So Bridger's not gonna work. But I mean, if he doesn't try, it's never gonna work. Yeah, I don't know why they don't destroy it. By being nice, maybe. Some nice guy leaving the gold mine free. Oh, missing an attunement on the bull. Missing the damage. Nice try. Maybe you should have waited a bit for the push to come. Yeah, it's been pretty passive right now, as we can see. Kinda basic solely gameplay, just waiting at the base, trying to turtle, massing the trees, massing the serpents on the trees, and try to pop as many daughters as you can. I mean, what? Even then, in this situation, what else do you expect? Right, so dashing through the bulls being quite ineffective, some tribesmen joining the fight, really nice atonement, but not gonna be enough. But also the atonement was on the daughter with having quite a few HP left, so maybe not the most effective one. Anyway, one more cherub. The bull's having issues, Soli's gonna die. Yeah, it's the end for Soli. And the Celestial Hold being taken down. There's no way ever, even if the White Quas lose their whole army, there's no way for them to catch up. So pretty sure, yeah, they're calling the GG now. That was a nice game. Not gonna lie. We've kinda seen two different games. One being really passive and the next one being really aggressive compared to the first one. Yeah, that was good. We're gonna switch. And we have our first game done. This is the just gonna season 02. So next match we're having WolvesTooStrong versus White Quas. And here we go. So I'm just gonna keep the White Quas. Here we are. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it's WolvesTooStrong versus White Quas, right? If I'm not mistaken, unless Litsky and Draki have been able to set up a thing. Oh, this is a good question. Just asking them right now, so we can just plan really fast. Okay, maybe you can answer me, Draki. Have you been able to see with Lead Sky? Yeah, I mean, we can do whatever you want on challenge. It's not gonna change, it's not gonna change much. I'm just gonna set the final score. Maybe wait. And here we are. So, considering my question, Draghi, if you haven't been able, I mean, it's alright. We're just gonna skip it for this time since at first you were not really intending to play. But next one would be for sure, right? Okay, so this is a maybe. All right. So right now we're having White Wars versus WolvesTooStrong, right? Yeah. Oh, you meant okay, you meant channel prediction. Oh, I haven't thought about that though. Yeah, I haven't thought about that, and I've never done it by the way, using my stream. Um, yeah, Demo as a partner, it's Diablo right now. So here we go. Alright, sorry, I'm just answering some questions in the meantime. Demo, Double, are you good to go? Alright, so waiting for the other players. Okay, it seems like Demo is ready. Um, Okay. So maybe we are once again in a bit of an issue with Jabon. Things have been quite hectic right now. Yeah. Interact. I'm gonna just set these two. Timo 1225. Checking if I can see POV. Okay. So doing that, we're gonna get WolvesTooStrong. And we good. I'm giving a bit of a break to White Cross, by the way. It's been kind of rough games and quite long also. So I'm just giving them a bit of a break just to move, stretch their legs, drink something, eat something if they want. And after that, we're good. Okay. Even them has been requesting for a break. I'm just waiting to see how long they think they need for a break. Because it told me it was a food break. So we'll see. Okay. Just told me 5 minutes. That's so good, man. That's so good. Don't stress out yourself. You need 5 minutes, we're good to go. We're waiting for you. And also it gives time for Diabo and the teammate from Demo to just join the lobbies in general and just make sure it's still gonna play. Okay. Seems like he wasn't sure if he was supposed to play, so seems like he also has forgotten. Let me just finish the setup on my side just to be sure to write the name correctly. Oh, yeah, okay. And just should see. Alright, how? Wait, is there even a way for me to start a prediction? I don't even know. And point prediction by way. Reader. Oh, okay. It's on there. May I? Okay. Does it give me the opportunity to make one? Not really. Can raid and a few things, but doesn't give me the opportunity to create a prediction. Oh, you meant on challenge? Yeah, it's already done on challenge, by the way. I thought you were talking about Twitch. Also. Yeah, challenge, it's already set up. You can't make one after, right? Match are open for voting. No, you can't. You can actually on challenge. You need to refresh the page. I updated the score, so right now it should be good. Let me see. Yeah. But for Twitch prediction, I believe I need to unlock some milestone, maybe, or something. Or I don't know. Great prediction. How? Oh, I don't care. It's the API. Is it a plugin? Oh. Okay. But it seems like it's a command. That's why I'm a bit concerned. Okay, so that demo. Anyway, it seems like everyone's ready or should be ready soon enough. The lobby has been created already by demo. Okay, maybe I can do can I do that? Unrecognized. Yeah, it seems like I can't. Yeah, so maybe I need to add something for it to work. Oh, complete all requirement to reach affiliate or partner level. We'll be able to activate the options. I'm having some kind of troubles with Demo's POV. Seems like we're gonna have some lag or delay on his POV, so we're gonna focus a bit more on Jabon's one. Let me see. 76. Yeah, okay, should work. Yeah, basically I'm gonna check later. Yeah, I'm gonna check later about that, and after that maybe I'm gonna be able to have some kind of prediction without Twitch channel point or whatever, but we see. Okay, it's not round of 8, it's actually semi-finals right now. Yes, and we good. Yeah, I'm not too sure about how good or bad add-ons are, but yeah, we see. I'm trying to refresh, but I'm not sure we're gonna have much. Yeah, there's a small delay right now, but okay, nothing too bad. It will work fine. Let's see what's going on. Chat in a moment. I'm gonna go with POV. Yeah, sorry in advance for Demo's POV. I mean, surely having trouble over the internet, or I don't know, maybe just because we're far away. I'm not too sure about what would cause that. But I mean, we can have a bit of what's going on his side. But pretty sure we're gonna focus a bit more on Dabon and Wilson right now. Wait. What are we doing? Yeah. So we are kinda entering peak and ban phase. And the ban should be Samogilia. Um, it's gonna be right. I believe there's been a misunderstanding. maps. Okay, as stated, I'm just gonna focus a bit more. Yeah, it's okay, it's a best of 3. Pretty sure they kinda missed about the some information. Oh. So we're seeing once again a ban on Crowley. Or Crowkla, as as Rakia would say. So right now we're gonna see either Venta or Samogitya, and I believe both don't really fit Demo's playstyle and even likings. So who knows? Who knows what will be the first map? I believe WolvesTooStrong is gonna trying to avoid Samogitya. Oh, actually, he's choosing Samogitya. Interesting. Yeah, he does. He does. And he also knows how to be annoying playing against players. So we see what's going to happen. Okay. Alright, so we're going on Varka first. And we are seeing WolvesTooStrong starting on top, and White Quaz starting bottom. Really interesting. So pretty sure the next map should be Venta, considering preferences of players. Okay, so we are having Menaced Michael versus... Maybe we're gonna play the same style, so it should be Sole or Shrine? Pretty interesting. I'm trying to figure out what they want to play against a Menace and Michael. By the way, Demo playing Menace means he's gonna spam a lot of wolves. Like, really a lot of wolves. Don't worry too much about Demo's POV. Maybe we're gonna have some rollbacks sometimes. As I said, the connections seems to not be that consistent on his side. So rather focus a bit more on Wilson and Jabon. And the game is starting right now. Here we go. Everyone's getting ready to rock. As we're seeing a start in woodcutters and housing straight away for Wilson, playing as Soli. In the reverse, Michael starting with a woodcutter, a bit late on starting buildings. Yeah, one person from each team. I mean, is kinda what I hoped at best. As you can see, damn, I can't find my thing. Sorry. Okay, I'm not gonna touch it anymore, but there is somewhat of a hidden thing for me to change the POV, so I'm not gonna bother trying to find it back. I mean, I'm gonna make it a bit bigger for next time for me. Anyway, we're already level 2, while Whitequaz is still struggling to get to level 2 right now. I'm a bit late, and it's always good for a Menace to be ahead in experience. As you can see in the belated POV from Demo, is starting berries and wood first. It means he's preparing for a witch hut in order to go for the walls. Right now on the other side, aside from seeing Michael kind of struggling with his HP early on, which is quite normal, we can also see Wilson going for a witch hut. So it's gonna play the same strategy as being kinda aggressive with bookcases. Sounds fine. We're kinda seeing everyone developing their economy, and no food gathered by Wilson struggling. Oh, maybe he's gonna lose his bookies. No, it's not gonna lose it, but he's gonna have a lot of stack loss and a very fast worshipper snipe using the crescent. By the way, Whitequaz is actually playing the exact same style that kind of similar style they did on the first map from the previous match, with Michael going for a lot of trackers and basically the Soli being like the Pookie's mistress. Like, you want the master, and Pookie's has to listen to her, gathering stacks, looking for wealth and getting powers. Yeah, nothing much more kinda happening. Mostly everyone farming on this side. Even if late, we've seen Demo using the style with wolves to be able to pressure his opponent and also farm at the same time. And to mention, I think it's kind of funny because Demo is gonna kind of serve the replay purpose, being late in the having quite a big delay, not gonna lie. We're gonna maybe be able to know if we missed something or if something was interesting. there is not much happen except we can see two Pookies deal a lot of damage to wolves. Like, the wolves went out with not much HP left. We'll see a bit later in Demo's POV what's the damage output of two Pookies with stacks. We'll see what was catching up in experience. That was not a big lead they had, but right now the game is kinda even. And yeah, it's gonna be in an instant on Demo's POV. We're gonna see the wolves taking damage from the Pookies, while auras being made on that was Wilson worshippers. And we should see it quite soon. Yes, we've seen the two Pookies and the damage, and the wolves getting out with not so much HP as you can see, like 1 or 2 dying already. So that is some good trade we see. Alright, so game continues kinda the same way they did before, massing the Pookies, getting some stacks, and later on growing in economy, utilizing the trees and the serpents, so the economy is kinda getting higher. Like, but at the same time you also see wolves from Demo going around and taking down the worshippers from our Michael player. There are a few things that are interesting. Oh, this camp being taken quite fast already, using a few units and also being helped by wolves. That's good. It's gonna give quite a huge boost in wealth, even if, as we see, Michael is not really lacking wealth at the same time. Trackers being trackers, Michael facing each other's. If a chain could land, yeah, a chain landed. Oh, that is not a really good trade, I must say. Michael not getting the last hit. He could have taken 3 units. Yeah, it seems Demo died from a snipe. I kinda missed it somehow, because it should have happened with Michael. So most likely it should have been a chain using the trackers. Alright. The remainder of the camps are being taken down. Yeah, the delay is quite huge, I must say, but I've tried to make it more consistent. I can maybe try once again. I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I can try. Maybe one or two times. Okay, let's see if I can. It should be there. Alright, let's see. Are we close? Oh, yes, it should be quite close. Let's hope it's not buffering somehow. Anyway, trackers doing tracker things, pressuring Diabon and taking down quite a few worshippers. Demo also figuring out what's going on. As we could see, he was trying to send maybe some wolves or even Michael to the copper mine from the Michael opponent. And yes, as we can see, wolves arrived, a tower was defending, and wolves have to retreat. Oh, a huge attempt of walling there. That must have been quite expensive. I don't know how much gold it would have been, but quite expensive. More worshippers falling down there? Like, I don't know. In this game, it's not really a good feat to be a worshipper. I mean, your life is on spot. Yep, and another buffering for demo. White was getting to level 4, and as we've seen, apple trees and serpents have been given first to Michael. Really interesting. So they really want to capitalize on the fact Michael kinda needs gold and has a lot of economy using gold. So yeah, that's cool. Diabon on his side, trying to defend against the Rusoli and the cookies. I mean, I don't think the tower can hold very well. Oh, and the tower of Ember dealing quite a huge damage. Soli being targeted, trying to survive, has used the solar ray already, but Michael's not gonna hold that many trackers. Oh, that's rough. Tower of Ember dealing more damage and Michael falls. That should be the end of the tower and also of the copper. Militants being produced by Diabon. While at the same times, you can see the walls kinda wandering around, trying to find an angle for doing damage or trying to defend, but wolves are not gonna do much against 4 Pookies. That is for sure. So the best bet for him, just send the wolves elsewhere, trying to pressure the mines and see if it can deal some damage. At the same time, we can see the supply also is really close. Demo hitting the supply block at 26, and Wilson hovering around 26 as well. On Jabon's side, we are at 7. Oh, he's got some huge losses there. The skirmish was really powerful and kinda broke him. And also, if we look at it, even the economy overall, it's kinda lacking right now. Demo's gonna have a lot of work to do with his 18 workers. And on the Wilson side, we're still pushing and trying to defend the copper, denying some wealth to the Michael. Maybe, I don't know how is the state of the copper mine from the White Quas Soli player, but it doesn't seem like to have a lot of visions, so maybe they are also having some issues gathering from the copper. That could be as well. We see, no, couldn't see there. Supply not really going up for Wilson, trying to save some resources, trying to maybe tech up and just improve the economy, while Diabon being pushed back in the base, having some troubles dealing with the huge and threatening armies. Also, they're still level 3, so that means Men is gonna have a hard time. This is really nice play. The Tower of Ember being placed between the church and the barracks prevent them from prevent the Maiko from running to the shrine and has to go around it. That was really well played there. And we've seen both heroes from WolvesTooStrong to fall, and the GG is called for the first game. And we have 1-0 for White Quas. White Quas so far looking really strong. They are looking really strong, being undefeated so far, and always in using really strong push. Okay, so WolvesTooStrong, having lost the first map, we're just gonna have to choose on the next one, and I believe, and it should be played on Venta. Oh, they chose the first one? Oh, okay. Okay, they chose the first one, so it's gonna be on Samogitlia. This is gonna be a rough one, for the simple reason that Demo told me earlier. No, you can't choose the same map. We have enough maps to be able to play on every single map. It's only on the best of 5 series where the last map would be a rematch of the one map placed previously. So yeah, as Dimo told me earlier, he really dislikes this map, and for him, he expects it to be a free loss. So we'll see, maybe we'll manage to push them back and be able to defend. But yeah, very interesting from White Quas. Really aggressive sometimes, while really passive other times. And we're seeing a switch from Demo, gonna play Oshrine. From what I can see, I expect them to kind of try to see what's on the T2 camps and take advantage of the charm feature. Like, the charm skill gonna help a lot depending on how good the camps are. But we'll see, it's gonna be really interesting map, I believe. Okay, pretty sure we're gonna figure it out. Yeah, I know it's kinda hard considering every player is playing a lot of compositions. Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe I've been forgetting a few things. Like, it is, to be honest, my really first time trying to set up something, let's say, this complex, and trying to be as complete as possible. So yeah, I might have forgotten a few things already. Okay, I'm just gonna save a find to do. This is Stella. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Okay. I was about to write them, but I mean, I've been able to figure it out themselves. And the game is starting, and we're seeing 2 Michael for WolvesTooStrong. 2 Michael. What is their plan? The boss sounds really interesting to me. Oh, did I forget to him? No? I can't see. Oh, okay, I couldn't see the second hero on Wilson's side. I was kind of wondering. So, it's actually 2 Michael versus Oshwine and Sole. Maybe there's a bit of lag, so I'm gonna refresh if I can. It might be also that his stream crashed. I can't say for sure. But yeah, I guess we're gonna have to figure it out like later. Okay, so we are starting Cherub both for Diabon and Demo. And we're starting Charm for Wilson. So maybe we want to have many units really fast and see how they're gonna be able to deal with it. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure about starting with a Cherub followed by the Sword, considering Diabon positions. Like, having the Righteous Sword for sweeping is actually good, but the camp he had to face a low HP pool, and the second one has a high HP pool compared. So no worries, everything's kinda trying to fix itself. Okay, seems like we lost Demo for a second. It's alright. Wilson setting up wards to cover path and also capture wolves, but wolves, as we know, are not humanoid, so are not being able to be charmed. This is actually a rough start for an Oshwine player. She got herself a paladin, surgeon, sorry, but aside from that, just having trouble. And as we can see, yeah, okay, seems like we're back. Clearing mines, discovering, yeah, okay, he's already discovered the hardship of this camp, so he actually knew what's going on. And once again, I believe the chain would have helped way more, because the chain would have dealt a bit more damage and maybe snipe another like range unit or try to lock down the warrior I was defending. Anyway, we're seeing 2 Pokéses also as a T2 camp. Oh, this is a rough start for Oshwine. She's not gonna be able to charm many units. She's getting quite a lot of experience and will get also quite a lot of wealth, but Diabon facing an edge camp. This is a weird start. Everyone's facing hardship considering the camps. Either Oshwine has no potential for a charm, or I don't know, like angel warrior straight away. Oh, it seems like we got a drop. Yeah, I believe Demo got a disconnection. Because if I remember correctly, he was the one hosting the game. So I believe he got a disconnection. Maybe we're gonna see a bit more luck considering the start. By the way, double. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but something happens. I know it's not easy to do, but I would really love to be able to switch the host somehow. Like right now it's the start of a game, so it doesn't really matter, right? But once you get maybe a long game for 20-25 minutes and it's kind of close and you get disconnected. Oh, it's not really about the unstable build. It also happens quite often, maybe not often, but okay, it's fair. But it happens also on a no live build. So we're waiting while the games are setting up once again. There. Yep. And we waiting for the game to be recreated. Alright, waiting. Seems like I don't know who's gonna create the game, by the way. I really wonder. Okay. So Demo's taking the lead. And creating the game. Everyone's waiting, refreshing. Well, considering the start of the game, what would be the strength on playing double Michael? Do you really have an advantage running a double Michael than mixing the heroes? Like, if you are with Sole, you can basically use trees and give gold to your allies. If you are Oshrine, you can take the map, but you also would love to rely on someone who can kind of feed you. And even menace, even double menace to me kind of makes sense to be able to push. Yeah. Having a spectate tools, it's gonna take way longer to be able to set up. I mean, it's not an easy feature, so it sure takes quite some time. But also having a seed, I don't know. It kind of depends if there is something predefined for determining what camps spawn, what don't. Like, for example, do all the camps spawning use the same seed or not? If they do, yes, it's definitely possible to write somewhere the seed being used. But if it's just take random and using basic timestamp as many random things do, it's not something consistent. That would mean some work to implement it. That could be interesting, right? But I'm not sure if it doesn't imply something else. And also, that means you want to be able to take the seed as input, which to me is kind of unlikely. I mean, if you take into consideration like the full scope of what it implies, um, it's kind of quite a lot of things. We're seeing double already in the game. We're gonna have to refresh and refresh. Okay, so we're gonna have also some delay again for demo. Gonna try to catch up. Not sure if I'm gonna be able. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna just try it later. Even if it seems he's dropped again. Oh, interesting. No, has he not? Has he? Yeah, okay, it's lagging a lot considering Vezos. So the game's gonna be rehosted. I don't know, it feels like even its Steam having some issues. Because every time something like that happen, I'm seeing someone reconnecting on Steam. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm just gonna suggest them even to restart the game. So mistake to demo Wilson. Okay, we're both gonna save a teammate. So I believe Diabon is actually restarting the game. Demo is having some issues, it seems. Oh, what's going on? Damn it. I can't click. I'm bad. I'm bad at clicking. Okay, it seems like Demo stopped the stream. Yeah, so maybe it was also a stream issue from Demo. Alright. So I'm just not gonna. Yeah, so we're just gonna have 2 streams. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway, we're gonna have a better view. At least maybe we're gonna be able to follow a bit more what's going on 2 screens instead of 4 screens. So we're seeing this as the game starts. Once again, we're starting cherubs for Dearborn. Not trying to scout what the camp is, not even. He could have tried to put the camps toward the shrine. Yeah, that's what it's trying to do. Right now, he should have figured out he could have done earlier. Also on the other side, we have Wilson starting charm and already having a sergeant. Gonna help a lot at clearing camp and tanking. Using level 2, while level 2 is being quite late for WolvesTooStrong. Trying to keep 2 sergeants for Wilson. That is a good start, as long as he's getting better range unit later. While level 2 is being really late now for WolvesTooStrong. Getting in now, but I believe the wolves have been delayed for quite a bit already, and we should be able to catch up because the camp I've been clearing seems to take a bit longer, but give more experience than basic camps. But that doesn't mean it's an easy process. And a 3rd sergeant for Wilson. Man, you should give it unit as base unit for Shrine. Oh, nice tier 2 camps. Really? He preferred to take a 4th sergeant rather than the nurse? So interesting. I believe I would have rather preferred the nurse to be able to sustain more using my units. I mean, it's not that the units can't hold, but if somehow we're meeting with an angry Michael, what do you expect them to hold? This is kind of the tricky part. But yeah, Sergeant dealing quite a bit of damage, as you can see. Michael almost falling down for Diabon. escaping with only so few HP. Getting ready with the church. Food production started maybe a bit too early because it's already floating 700 food. So, and disconnected demo again. I don't know if they restarted the game, but this is weird happening every time, kinda at the same time. It's around the same time during the game. So I'm not sure what's going on, by the way, but right now we're playing on the unstable branch. Maybe we're gonna have to switch to live if it's happening again. But this is kind of weird. It's happening to them only now. Except maybe an interesting thing is it's been happening for them 2 times. But right now, if we didn't know about demo disconnecting, I mean, we would still think the game is going on, is still going. But I don't know what their plan. Yeah, seems like hard desync. It seems. So I'm just gonna ask what's going on and if we should switch to live, just to try to limit it at most the issues. But it's kind of weird because the match before there were absolutely no issues at all. So thinking about it, I don't know if Wilson and Mr. Babadook actually restored the game. So if they haven't, maybe kind of issue might come from them. I really hope we can do the last match at least. I kind of finish it in a somewhat reasonable time. That would be the best. Alright. While we try to fix what's going on, what do you guys think so far about the games, the tournament, and what's been shown to you guys? Not saying about the stream overall, but even the quality of the games, the um feeling of the games, like anything. By the way, it's kind of funny that this guy are still continuing to play. I really wonder. Yeah, we can see on the app on screen that the second Michael is kind of grayed out, so we're sure Demo's not there anymore, or wherever on the White Quest side we actually see that Soli is still playing. Okay, so from the last information I got, it seems like it could be internet provider issue, and it seems like it, since also it's been happening more to Demo than anyone else. Anyone crashed on the first game because Demo was the host. So when host leaves, of course, there is nothing you can do and everyone gets disconnected. But on the second one, I believe Demo was not the host of the game and still it was dropped. Yeah, it seems like Wilson really loves the bookies. Like there are 4 stacks bookies. Ready to hammer down the base. Yep. And this is a defeated Diabon, but yeah, I mean, pretty obvious there. I'm still trying to figure out in backstage, I would say. Even though it might most likely be a connection issue. and seems like I wonder if Jabon actually decided to stop there. I don't know what's going on, to be honest, but everyone at least seems to restart the game. I really hope that the game doesn't end this way. I mean, that would suck. So while everything is waiting for coming back, I'm just gonna put the waiting screen right now so you can enjoy a few things to watch. Or watch is kind of a huge thing, I would say. And the match to right now, we are there. So we see they decide on something. I'm just gonna add text just so we know what's going on. Okay, that's gonna be good enough. Just to know if I can spell it, that would be better. Okay, we're good. Alright. Yep, that is good enough. Gives information on what's going on. That is better this way. And actually right now I'm just waiting to see what's going on. Oh, okay. We should go there. Right. It seems like yeah, okay. So I don't have much more knowledge than you. But from what I've seen, it's basically everyone's kind of restarting or should be restarting. and I guess we're gonna hope and pray everything's working fine. Okay, so we're seeing demo back on track. At least in the game. Creating the lobby once again. Yeah, okay. Okay, basically it seems like the connection issue made the game way longer than expected, and one of the white quas is not gonna be able to stay for much longer. So it's been suggested to keep the first win and postpone the rest of the match. And I guess it kind of makes sense. Right, because the game should have been started way earlier, and I mean, quite a lot of delay has been added overall, so I guess we're gonna do that instead. Alright. So I guess I'm gonna stop the stream for now. Because it's not gonna continue, and the game will surely be postponed for later. So okay, I'm just gonna warn them so they actually know what's going on. Alright. No, that's what's going on. In the meantime, I'm just gonna thank you guys for joining, even if it was a quite roller coaster of a cast or even of an organization overall. But anyway, the rest of the game and of the tournament in general should be played at least in 2 weeks from now. Because I'm not available next week, so we're gonna have to postpone. And since maybe time zone are gonna be better, so we'll see how we're gonna manage to organize things up. But at least I believe finals should be in 2 weeks from now. Anyway, thanks again. Thanks again, guys, for joining and tuning and participating. I mean, the games were a blast from now on. So, yeah, I'm just gonna say it. See you next time.